this is something so important that I want you to internalize. Boundaries cannot make up for her low attraction or her low desire towards you. That means if her desire was higher, she would most likely be nicer and probably way more respectful naturally without you saying anything and without you having to do anything. Your presence alone, your aura, how you show up as a masculine man, that would have been enough to generate the right type of outcome that you were hoping for, okay? So here's what I can tell you. If you had that dynamic or if you had that level of desire on her end from the beginning, you would not have to verbalize anything. So when her desire is high and she views you as her best or her most attractive option, here's what happens. You get her best behavior simply by you just existing. Think about that. You just existing, you get her best behavior because of her desire level without you having to do anything. You don't have to verbalize anything. You're probably not going to have to set a single expectation or boundary. And you don't need to because that's your presence and that's how you're showing up. So here's what I can tell you. If you have had to deal with this where you tell yourself you need to set these boundaries or you need these discussions or something like this, you deal with these things because her interest is probably at like a 5 or a 6. When in reality, if her interest or her attraction level was like a 7, an 8, a 9, or a 10, the closer you get to a 10 out of 10 interest, the more you're going to realize that in your relationship, you don't have to worry about any of these things. So the attractive man, okay, literally has to set 0 boundaries because every sentence that she's saying out of her mouth, she's basically walking on eggshells saying, wow, I really hope that I get to keep seeing this guy. Wow, I really hope that next week he gives me a call, or I hope that next week he wants to see me too. This is the dynamic that you need. Now, the reason why this is so important to internalize is because of this right here. Find me one time in your life, okay, really think about this for a second. Find me one time in your life where you have ever verbally asked for something like more cooperation or a better dynamic with a woman that you're dating and you've actually received it. Find me one time that this has happened. The answer is probably never. So here's what you're going to find. Majority of modern men will make any excuse possible, okay? Any excuse possible to ignore the fact that she has low desire. Any excuse possible.